Comptroller Olubusola Fashakin took charge of the Lagos Seaports and Marine Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) on July 2, 2019, and has now been promoted. A quick glance at her stay as Comptroller at the seaport showed she arrived at the ports armed with a vision to accomplish and to impact.
When I came on board, I looked at I set out a roadmap for myself. I didn't just come in, that I'm coming to work. I set out certain things I wanted to achieve.
Her tenure at the seaport was marked by regular grooming and conscious refining of officers and men of the command, who she locked in an embrace that ensured their comfort and professional growth.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Whatever she's talked about herself today, and whatever other officers might speak about her now, will be nothing but the truth. What she does is to mentor you, to try to make you change, to try to make you conform, without forcing herself down your throat, without making you feel that you are being harassed or bullied by a superior officer.
In her strides are a befitting accommodation that the immigration currently uses at the seaport, as well as regular periodic lectures aimed at recalibrating the minds of officers and updating them on contemporary operational issues.
Immediately I came on board, I saw the structure that was being used by Nigerian immigration officers, and I was actually displeased because I felt that the environment determines your thinking. So immediately I spurred into action by deciding to make a courtesy visit to the MD of Nigerian Port Authority, because on our own we cannot do any changes because, of course, NPA is our landlord. I met with her and she promised that she was going to do something, and this can be seen by what we are seeing today.
I've worked with her before now, and she has always been what she still is. She's a perfectionist. It's like from the first time she comes to a place, she needs to look around for how she can improve, especially the physical infrastructure. This is not the first time she's done it. I've heard about her when she did it for zonal office in Ibadan, where just like this place was, it was decrepit. And when she came, when she was posted there to serve, she was restless and was on the governor's neck and everybody's neck.
She is always out to achieve. And whatever she determines to achieve, she's always go for it and make sure it comes to reality.
The issue of lecture, periodic lecture, we've been able to cover certain topics, except for COVID-19, which truncated, the continuous gathering. Meanwhile, we meet from time to time with little gatherings, talk to officers, counsel officers, encourage them to put in their best.
While Comptroller Immigration at the Seaport Command, she tackled the issue of stowaways a bit differently by providing free counseling for culprits.
Some of these stowaway, I discovered that they felt they were going for greener pasture, and I decided to do a kind of mind change for them, because it's like some of them have their profession, what they're actually doing, but they felt there is something they have to seek for at the other end. It's always greener at the other end, not knowing the difficulty attached, that is not that smooth. So what I did was that anytime we had issue of stowaway, I do a kind of psychological overhauling for them, trying to encourage them, to stick to whatever profession they are doing. Because I discovered that along the line, some of them are artisans, but they still felt they have to go outside the country, endangering their lives. All these I tried to counsel, so I can say I did a kind of counseling for them.
ACG Fashakin attributes her success to the support her command received from the management of the service in the past 13 months and synergy with sister agencies.
There is no way one agency can tackle the issue of security. It has to be collaboration. Every agency must collaborate together. There shouldn't be interagency rivalry. When I came on board, I tried to stir up this area of collaboration, where we meet together, we talk, You know, we exchange ideas because information is germane. Whatever you're doing in terms of security, information is key.
Mrs. Olufumilayo Olotu, Port Manager, Lagos Port Complex, describes her thus. The ACG Immigration, Mrs. Fashakin, MNI, came across as a woman of purpose who had her goals defined and would not relent until these goals are achieved. She is also a considerate and prudent manager of men and materials. Her one-year stint as head of NIS, Lagos Seaports and Marine Command, is marked with unbelievable marks of excellence in structural and systemic reforms. In spite of her accomplishment, ACG Fashakin believes that the command would perform optimally with improved logistics.
Our activities cover the whole of Lagos waterway up to Badagry. So we need more logistics in terms of patrol boats. You know, so that is essentially what we need for now, you know, patrol boats to be able to patrol our waterways.
Here is her advice to men and officers of the command she left behind.
For my officers and men, it's been wonderful working with them. I will just encourage them that whatever they are doing, they should put their heart into it. They should have a dream of what they want to be in some years to come. And the journey of many years starts from a particular day.
She's a woman that is an officer passionate on how to improve environment. And she strongly believes that there's no limited to, knowledge is not limited. The quest for it must be continuous. So therefore, she engaged us that we must do periodic lectures dealing with contemporary issues, immigration matters, because investment in knowledge pays the best of interest.
Maritime TV reports that Mrs. Olubusola Fashakin has resumed at the service headquarters as the Assistant Comptroller General, Visa.